Hello, 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 paranormal fanatics. I don't see anybody on yet, so I suppose Facebook and all them are just now getting ready to push the notifications out. I see my streaming is broken up. Sorry about that. As you can tell, it's another Saturday night, and I am late once again. I don't think anybody will ever truly be surprised about me being late. I just don't think that's a thing. For me and my current profession, being a bus driver, you would think that I would be a little more on time, but no, not working that way. So, I'm not sure why it's glitching so bad. I don't know. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out here for a couple seconds without saying much, unless somebody's here. You could click like or something, let me know that you are here, because at the moment I'm currently speaking to myself, I believe. I don't know why it seems like Facebook lately has been limiting my reach. They seem to be not really pushing out my posts as much, my videos as much. It just seems like they are not interested in getting me attention. I try not to feel that way, but it went from a lot of, I would post a question or something, and within half hour or so there'd be 4 or 5 comments at least, and now I post questions or say hello and barely anybody replies. And I don't want to feel like it's just me, like, of course, but it is what it is, I guess. Like, I am currently live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and surprisingly, nobody's jumped on yet. So, which makes for a boring conversation with myself. And I can't feel bad for those that will just jump on, because I will just kind of like randomly be like, "Oh, hey, there is somebody watching." But yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with my internet connection either. It seems to be glitchy. But hopefully somebody comes in soon. Because if not, well, then I suppose I'll just end the broadcast early and watch a movie or something. Maybe a good horror film. I got several streaming channels that I can check out and watch some kind of horror film, I'm sure. One of the Conjurings or something. Boy, I thought that poster would show better back there, but I was wrong. Miss Queen Latifah is always going up pretty well. And to be cool, that looks good back there. I haven't seen no notifications yet being sent out that I am live. Oh, there it is. Here I am. Let me go ahead and try to share this out a little bit. Nothing wrong with some self-promotion, huh? see. Well, I will set the mark for about 10 minutes. If nobody joins me by then, I will probably take off. Maybe go jump over there and play some video games and let you guys watch that, huh? It shows nobody's watching. If you're here, click like, or say hello, or any of the above. Really surprised that well, maybe the world has forgotten about Mr. Fedora. Or maybe everybody is out on a ghost hunt, enjoying their night, watching the world go by, trying to speak with the unliving. Oh, hee. I'm still not comfortable with just talking to a camera. But then again, I suppose if I was getting on to speak to a particular conversation, a particular topic, I would probably be a little more comfortable. But just sitting here waiting for people to arrive, you get kind of a little antsy, I guess you could say. Generally by now, the Mr. Consultants jumped on. Lee Foot, as usually by now. JWoww. All the usual suspects. Saying can't post comments on some destinations. I'm not sure why you can post on some, but not others. I wonder why that is. Like, it's saying that it won't. I could do comments on some and not on others. Hey, Christy, how you doing tonight? Sorry, I'm just I was sitting here all by my lonesome, so I was checking over features and kind of talking to myself, and then I looked up and seen that some people are joining me. How's everybody tonight? Welcome to another Saturday night. Today's guest is Mr. Fedora. Can you believe that? How's our neighbors in the north tonight? Things going good? I hope so. So I had no real topic. The guest of the night, about a week and a half ago, had the opportunity to investigate a decent location in their area and asked if it would be okay if they didn't join me tonight. And of course, one, we never force anybody that's busy, and two, I would be at an investigation too if something came up. But with that being said, I was thinking, and I made the mistake of misreading Pennsylvania's Pennsylvania's weather pattern. I thought for sure I was going to be able to get out and do some a live stream on, say, a cemetery or something tonight for y'all to enjoy. It's been forever since we've done any kind of live stream investigations, and so I thought I would do that, and I didn't get busy looking for a guest for tonight. And when I did start looking, it was everybody had things that they had going on in their life, so it happens. Not going too bad here. Got some weather going on, but other than that, not too much. Yeah, same here. It got chilly. The wind and such was whipping me around today in the bus, and it got cold. And then we're supposed to jump back up into the 50s and such over the next couple of days. So maybe Monday I might get out and do a mid-afternoon, early evening ghost hunt. I've been itching to try some of my newer equipment, mine being the group's equipment. The night vision camera, if I go on a weekday, won't be dark because I get up so darn early. But I did get some new equipment today from Walmart. Believe it or not, and I keep looking over at it like you guys could tell. I don't know how you guys would feel about these. Even the group WASP doesn't even know about it. WASP members don't even know about it. But I was at Walmart and I seen them a week or two ago, and I thought about picking them up. I didn't. And then I was there again today, and I seen they were down to 2 of these items from like 10. And I figured, well, I better grab them while I can, because the next step would have been none. Yeah, we had rain. We had rain and flash freeze yesterday and today also. Maybe you might find the equipment exciting. I'm going to show you guys here in a second. But yeah, it went from 2 days of like 45, 50 degree weather, melting all the snow and such, and heavy rain. And then overnight, it got pretty chilly and ice and all that, flooding. It was crazy. One half of my run was snow and ice, and the second part of my run was flood waters, flooding streets. Hey, cousin. Hey, Jay. How you doing, bud? Haven't spoke to you in a while. Thanks for jumping in. So here's the big reveal of new equipment. I got 2 of these today, and we could talk about them for a minute. So I'm only going to show you one, because what's the point of showing you 2 packages of the same thing? That sounds like here. Yeah, I don't believe we're just exclusive, that's for sure. But here's the equipment. 3, 2, 1. Can you guys see it? It's a old-fashioned cassette recorder. Because we're thinking, or my thinking is sometimes we miss, as investigators on an investigation, sometimes we miss audio because the digital format really cleans it up, per se, and makes it to where it might take out some crucial evidence. So picked up 2 of them. The only package of blank tapes they had. When was the last time you guys seen some tapes? Picked up these. You do like that. Oh my God, that's so cool. How much were they, if you don't mind me asking? Christy, I don't mind at all. Picked them up at Walmart electronics department, and I'm drawing a blank exact dollar amount, but it was like $26 per recorder, and the tapes were like $3-4. So yeah, as I believe we miss out on a lot of stuff with the analog or the digital. So it comes with a power cord, or you could power it with, I think it said something about 2 or 4 C batteries. 4 C batteries. It looks like it has a little. Sorry if that's getting loud for you guys there. Comes with a power cord. Comes with a little microphone, little head jack, whatever, 3.5 millimeter connection, whatever, for you tech guys out there, tech people. Let's see. You know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take it out, get it out of the box, and not be able to put it back in. Isn't that the way it always goes? And bubble wrap. I know half people would buy it just for the bubble wrap. So here it is. Pretty basic setup. Has auxiliary ear and some of the stuff I'd have to look at. I don't know what REM is. If you know what REM is, let me know. I thought it said it came with a tape too, but I guess I was wrong. Good thing I bought the extra tapes if I was wrong on that. So, yeah, it did come with a tape. So, it does come with one. Wow, you really have to open. It does come with one cassette tape. So you get the power cord, the microphone, cassette tape, and recorder. So awesome. I'm happy. I looked at these items for about a month now, looking at them. They had 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 at one point, and I seen they were down to 2. I was like, no, I better grab them. So what do you guys want to speak of tonight? One thing that I was thinking about mentioning was this, of course, was the tape recorder. Do you guys believe that you lose a lot of evidence by the digital recorders cleaning them up? Another thing, or do you think that digital's fine and it's not a big deal? I know my thoughts is I will place a digital recorder next to one of these and compare and see what I hear, what I don't hear. One thing that I will do is I won't do a lot of recordings on each tape, use them a lot for different cases, because I do feel that after so many recordings, they will eventually start not fully erasing, and then that's where you'll get cross-contamination. Or if I can find a good deal, I think it might be kind of cool to keep a whole stack of them and replay them from time to time. I don't know. Probably just going to be some junk my kids will have to throw away sooner or later, right? And so that should be fun. One thing that I am curious about is how easy it's going to be to put this over onto like Facebook or whatever to share evidence. I don't know if it'd be easier just to play it and record it with my phone, or try to plug it into something or whatnot. So that's something that's on my mind. Hey, leave it to Mr. Leafoot to miss the big reveal I just did. How you doing, Lee? I will, if you say what reveal, Leafoot, I will show up for you real quick. Another thing I thought about speaking of tonight is how do you guys feel about the Mandela effect? Have you heard about it? Do you have any clue what I'm speaking of? And Christy, if you're still here, have you ever heard of stairs being found out in your woods that has no structure around it whatsoever and no indication why there would be stairs there? They're just a random, perfect, decent set of stairs just deep in the woods for no reason whatsoever. Have you heard of such things? Because that is a phenomenon in the United States. I I thought it was worldwide, like Bigfoot and such, but I was wrong with that. I found out with the last guest had no clue about such things, and she is living in England. Sorry, my mind was drawing a blank. It was a long day. So she was. Some things kind of surprised me that I just think that the world is so small that what happens here in the paranormal field happens in other areas or something similar. So I guess Mr. Leafoot has no curiosity as to what I just revealed. Let's see, he snuck in and was watching it while I was talking about it, and just didn't say nothing. Which wouldn't surprise me. Very good. Lee's very good at sneaking up on people. That's like this one investigation we were at. He swore up and down that he wasn't gonna go to this place, so everybody in the group was pretty relaxed. And so, unbeknownst to everybody but me, I let him sneak in through the back door, and he went down to the basement of this building, and he was sitting down there in the dark, and one of the group members went down and kind of got a little freaked out by him kind of growling and whispering and saying things in the dark. He kind of, I went down with a member, and he got a pretty good start, and he went from there to I remember Earth, when she was still living, she was down there and she went gun ho. She was ready to charge in, but at that time Lee couldn't help but laugh and kind of ruined the surprise that he was in the background sneaking around. I see we have more people popping in. Welcome to the Saturday night spirited chats conversation. Not much really going on, just casual chatting. If you have any questions or just want to say hi, please do so. Always love hearing from people. I did a reveal of some equipment I bought today. Well, it's one type I bought 2 items of. Here's a little hint to some of those that are just tuning in. It deals with this. Do you have any idea what this is? Some of you might not be old enough. Well, I guess if you're on Facebook at this time of night, well, not that's really late. You probably have an idea. You're old enough. But so my mind's wandering on what to talk about next. So yeah, I am looking for future guests. I got a few in the background that couldn't make it tonight. One is going to be interesting if and when he is able to join us. His schedule is just so booked, so I'm not saying that he doesn't want to be. He said he wants to be, but his schedule is so booked because he's a producer for a few paranormal shows, and so he's constantly moving and doing and dealing with things. Well, I might be wrong. He might not be the producer. He's connected to the shows. I know he's helps find the talent for the shows like paranormal teams and such. So he's part of that part of it, at least. I can guarantee. I'd have to ask him about what other job duties that he has. So he will be on a show sooner or later. I know that Claire said that she will come back on, and but she asked if it could be an early show because she's there pretty late, and when my show starts, it's usually around 7:30 if I'm here on time, and that makes it like 10, 11 o'clock her time at night. So she asked if we could do it like early. I said, sure, let's do a Sunday. And let's see, Lee is definitely old enough. Analog cassette recorder, old school. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, if I could get it on here right. I got 2 of these today. Old school, definitely. I opened up one. Ouch. Opened up one. Pretty basic. Pretty cool. Oh. Slow moving so we don't catch our fingers. So, yeah. So I picked up 2 of them today. And I never thought I'd be so excited to pick up a tape recorder before. I remember being a younger kid, teenager, and such, looking at such things, like, what the heck would I ever use one of those for? I never talked to record my voice or anything. And here I am, many years later, excited over finding some and buying some brand new. Even I thought the next time I bought some of these, it would be in a secondhand store or whatever. So I'm happy. Hopefully, I found them at our local Walmart. Hopefully, you could either order it online or pick some up if you're interested in having some yourself. 20, like I said, $26, $25, something like that. I'm sure prices are different in other areas. Lee says, did that come with an external microphone? Bing. Here you go. Fancy dancy. And the nice thing about it's like 3.5 or 3.3 headphone earpiece jack, whatever you want to call it. I think you could buy like extensions so you could make it easier to put wherever you want. But I was only able to find 2 cassette tapes. So, but it does come with one tape, so that makes things a little easier. I don't know how long the recording on each tape is. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I see me hitting Amazon soon to find some more. We're gonna fill up like thousands of these on cases and keep them at Lee's house. I believe now he's gonna be not only our tech manager but our tech storage person. It sounds like a good deal to me. So, and I also picked up, and I didn't show it on here because, well, most people know what motion sensing lights are, battery operated. I picked up a few of those, so that way hopefully it'll pick up anything moving and alert us with the light turning on. I picked them up for $5 at Five Below. Leefoot is not being very cooperative. Let's see if he gets any more cupcakes. So, what do you guys feel about the Mandela effect? Basically, for those that might not know what the Mandela effect is, it's named after Nelson Mandela. And why it's named after him is because a group of people, a decent sized group of people, remember Nelson Mandela passing away in prison when he was in prison. And I will be honest with you, I could have sworn in my memory he had. Well, now it's been about 5 years now or so. I don't know exact dates for such things. There was a news report where Nelson Mandela died of natural causes of older age after having this long career in the political world after he got out of jail, after he was freed. Now, there's a lot more to that story. You could look it up. I would butcher it, so I'm not going to discredit the history that people remember of him. But so, with that being said, who's right? The group of people that remember that he passed away, or the group of people that says no, he just recently died? Well, a lot of people believe that the ones that remembered him passing away merged with this current timeline where he's still alive. So that's the basics of the Mandela effect. Now, there's lots more. Like another famous one is a large group of people remember the Bearstein Bears, the books and such, whereas other people remember them as the Bearstein, and I believe the spelling is even slightly off. And there's all kinds of different things like Jiffy peanut butter. No, but I remember hearing Jiffy when other people said no, it was never Jiffy, it was Jif, just Jif. So, what's your thoughts on that kind of stuff? Feel free to comment below. What else can we chat about? Locations. I believe I will take the time tomorrow to contact people that said that's willing to be on the show and set them up and see about getting next few dates figured out. And I will also start asking future guests if they're capable of coming on early, or well, not early, but if a situation where a guest is not able to make it, I could reach out and say, hey, the guest can't make it this week, can you possibly fill in? Yeah, Jeff. See, I remember it also being Jiffy peanut butter. Now, that could be the sense of, kids just saying, Jiffy, I want Jiffy. But the weird thing is how many people remember it as the other. The Monopoly guy. The guy on the Monopoly, Mr. Moneybags, I think people call him. Some people remember him with a monocle, the one eye piece, as do I, but they said he never had it. Said he never had the one eye. And they try to say, well, people think that because of Mr. Peanut. Well, yes, Mr. Peanut had one, but so did the Monopoly guy. And that's a possibility too, Lee. Is Jiffy is popcorn, or as you put it, popcorn. And that's another thing that's quite possible, is cross brands. Some people remembering it this way and another person remember it the other way. What about where is Statue of Liberty located at? Some people remember Statue of Liberty being on Ellis Island. I believe that's what people believe, and I think that's what I remember. And but now they say no, it's on Freedom Island, I believe it's called. To me, that's kind of weird, and it just the what I've watched on the Mandela effect on YouTube which, is a reliable source. What I've watched, even older pictures and such, when you see the Twin Towers, you see the Statue of Liberty. Well, it's not in the same Liberty Island. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, Liberty Island. No, it's now on Freedom Island. And it's not because Liberty Island was renamed. It was because, I don't know, they say that's the way it is. It's always been that way. The Mandela effect is weird. Different Bible verses have been changed from what people remember. Just all kinds of weird things like that. Now, I believe in religion and such. I'm not going to go into all that, but I'm horrible with passages, so I don't get too deep into that, because 2 minutes worth of conversation, you could probably debunk anything I have. But how you doing, Jonathan? Thank you for popping in. I hope you're doing well tonight. I'm trying to read what your profile pictures is. It looks like baseball. I could be wrong. It's this little circle about yay big, so you don't get much of a chance to really see what it is. And forgive me for taking a drink. But so yeah, what do you guys think about the Mandela effect? Do you believe in it? Do you not believe in it? Now, I'm waiting for you guys to answer that, if you choose to answer that. Another thing that's always interests me is the ability to speak. Things like, do you believe in cryptids and such, like Loch Ness monster, Nessie? It's fascinating and such, and I believe at one point that such a creature did exist. Now, do I believe in the last 20, 30 years? No, because simple fact, they've sonared that lake that Nessie's supposed to be in, and they pretty much drained half of it. And so, where did it go? It's supposed to be this big amphibious item, or not item, but big amphibious creature, and they didn't find it. College basketball. All right, cool. It kind of almost looked like a Paranormal logo for a second, so I was trying to read what it said, but that's cool. I never been into basketball too much, and I think that's probably because I can't play. I cannot even pretend to play it. Now, like baseball or football, even soccer, English football, I could pretend to play that and be okay. Basketball, nope. So, I guess in my own way, if I'm not able to pretend to play, I don't pay much attention to it. Maybe that's why I don't watch golf or pretend to be in part of golf, because I don't think I would do very good. I never, though I'm getting the body to be a golfer. Air Force One has just been reported missing off the coast of Bermuda. Yeah, I have a feeling that's not true. And speaking of Bermuda, what's up with that place? Do you think it's as bad as people say it is, or what they report, or what's the deal with that? And let's go back to the Mandela effect. Did you guys know that Amelia Earhart was just recently announced as passing, or something like that? Now, what I remember was she started off her trip and never made it. She just disappeared, like gone. And and then that was like pretty solid fact that she started off her trip like, and I'm horrible with history, but um, she was supposed to be the first person to try to do the whole world, or the first woman, something along those lines, to fly a certain distance, and she just disappeared. And just recently, I heard that she was just recently passed. Like, never disappeared. She just never did complete the trip because she ran out of fuel or something. Um, that was weird when I heard that. That was one of the ones that truly blew my mind. Um, so that's another thing that you guys have to wonder about. If I'm from a different timeline, a different dimension, and I jumped into yours, or however, that's kind of a weird thought. Because to me, I just woke up like I do every day, went to bed like I do every day. You guys probably feel the same way, I would imagine. And all of a sudden, these timelines, these dimensions merge together, and it's a little weird, dumb stuff that's different. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up if you guys kind of find that weird. What else would you guys like to touch topic on? Because I'm bouncing all over the place here tonight. Any questions you'd like to ask me? I will try to answer as much as possible. I would like to say I'm a pretty open book. I don't hide too much, and it's not a matter of hiding things. It's just a matter of, even though this is social media, this is, my life is in a spotlight because I'm doing this, but, I still have some privacy. I'm not like freaking Adam Sandler or Tech Nine or whoever, where they can't walk down the road without 50,000 cameras on them. So, but if you have any questions, is my point, feel free to ask. If I ignore you, it's because you're getting a little too personal. I made a post on the Facebook page yesterday, the day before. Which celebrity would you like to investigate with? And some of you guys tagged your celebrities that you'd like to go hunt with. And I'm going to just ignore JWoww, because I don't think he has a lot of questions to have. But one of the people tagged Jeff Dunham in which celebrity you'd like to investigate with, and I was thinking what a blast that would be. Angela, oh man, I was hoping for Rich Cos as tonight's guest. No, I don't know who that is. I was just gonna ask who that is. Maybe I'll feel bad. Is that like Bill Cosby, the Cos? Hey, go ahead, JWoww. Ask your question. Ask away. No, but I don't know who that is. Svengali. Okay. Yeah, no. Is he still alive? I don't think he's still alive. But hey, I got a spirit box and such. If he isn't, if he gets a hold of me, I could probably set up spirit box and let him speak to us. And those that are just tuning in, this is my score of the day for the group. Once again, I'm thinking of keeping a digital recorder next to that, and go on a couple of the investigations, compare on what we're getting, what we're not. Thank you, Angela, for checking. Yeah, I don't know if he passed away or not. So JWoww, where's the question. I've been sitting here waiting. There it is. Did I jump a little too quick? Jay Wow says, my question is, what pop culture ghosts would you be most afraid of encountering in the field if you could? Are you speaking of like Candyman or that kind of situation? If you are, I would probably say, you know what? One's really got me. Like, I feel I would lose on a lot of the horror film ghosts and such. I think I would do okay with the Ghosts of Paranormal, the Paranormal franchise. But you know what movie, if that's not what you're referring to, J-Wow, elaborate for me, please. Is that movie 13 Ghosts. 13 Ghosts, if I can speak right. Those ghosts in that movie is wicked. Real or fiction. Those ghosts in that movie, I do watch movies like Paranormal Activity, 13 Ghosts, that kind of stuff. And I do sit back and I think to myself, how would we go about investigating that? How would we go about ridding a house of such things? Like, how would we investigate Freddy Krueger? And like I said, 13 Ghosts, that would be crazy to try to get a hold of and try to take care of. Dale would definitely be our best friend that night. If those of you that don't know, Dale is a member and somebody that we rely on when it comes to spiritual protection. Our co-founder Angel helps us with saging and such, and that kind of stuff as well. Probably somebody along the lines of Ed Gaines or Lizzie Borden, I guess, would be another one I would have to watch out for. Make sure she doesn't have an axe around, right? Angela says Rich Coase is still alive, born March 12th, 1969. Svengoolie, pronounced Ghoulie. He's not the original. No? Maybe that's where I was getting confused. I like that he was born in March. A lot of good people were born in March, including me. So, yeah, I'm sorry, a little lost in thought there. So, yeah, they would be some of the people that I'd be a little worried about in real life situations. Well, not, people that passed on and came that would come after us on a ghost hunt or something. Any of those that would be like violent murders in real life. That's where I go with the investigating psychiatric hospitals that's been closed down. I'll do it. I believe I'll do it, but I'm nervous, and I said before the reason behind it is these people that were patients of these places were not in the best mental health while they were alive. So with no restraints on them when they pass on, if they decide to be still in those buildings, I just feel like they have the ability to do more than, or willing to do more than those of the average situations. Yeah, that's another one I was thinking of, Leaffoot. John Wayne Gacy would be some pretty rough situations. I don't know. See, like Charlie Manson, I don't know if he'd be so bad or not, because he didn't truly off anybody. You know what I mean? He hired people. He had a cult, but himself personally, he didn't really, Henry was born March 12th, 1971. Your husband. We married March 12th, 2010. And from now retired District Justice Art Zerby. I liked Art. I liked him. He was pretty fair. And congratulations on your wedding. I know I'm way late, but if I didn't say it before, I am now. Hello, Kelly. How you doing tonight? I would enjoy the spirits in your house. My dad was a prankster in life. See, I really have that prankster attitude. So if I knew it was somebody that was a prankster, I would probably do a lot of laughing and, oh, you got me. Very true. Me and Leaffoot and JWoww, we've been known to kind of have fun and prank each other a little bit and whatnot. I know I get my coworkers from time to time as well. Speaking of coworkers, what do you guys think about places you work? Have you worked in any place that's been haunted? Have activity or whatnot? And Kelly, I'm assuming you're basing that things that are going on in your home are kind of jokester type situation, and that's why you feel it's your father there. Am I right? And I was born, going back to Angela's and best people being born in March. My birthday is coming up not too far from now, is March 25th. So yeah, that's why I said there's a lot of great people born in March. Mostly. Yeah, I do feel that we tend to know familiar spirits in our homes and such. We kind of have a sense of familiarity with those that are in our homes as far as spirits. It's when we move to new places, I think, sometimes where we find out that they're not familiar and not as good. Yes, Jay, wow, I knew that, and I didn't think about it at the moment. You're right. Another good person born in March. And I hate to admit this right now, but I don't remember her date. Wasn't her birth date in March? Wasn't it like the 16th? Marilyn Monroe would be fun to investigate. Where do you think she would be? Her home where she grew up, or 38? I was about to say 38. I don't think there's such thing in March. But do you think Marilyn Monroe's at home at a place she lived, or do you think she's back at her family home, or what do you think? That's another thing. Do you think we get to choose where we spend our afterlife, or do you think it's kind of one of those things where we died on a subway train, like in the movie Ghost, and we're just in that location from now on? Because that, knock on wood, I'm very happy that I didn't pass away recently in my accident. I'm safe, no lung damage or anything. But that would suck, because I would have been sitting on the side of the road just down the road from where I live. And I would see people I know driving by here and there, but that would be a horrible place to be, Just be careful. Angela says they're not familiars, and the guy's is somebody we know. Very true. That is a very sound and true statement, because we do get tricked sometimes with getting, even if it's not somebody that we're familiar with, we get comfortable around these spirits and such. we let our guard down. That's happened to us as a group, as Warren Area Society of Paranormal. We've been to a place or two that we've been to a few times, and we thought, well, it's not active or it's nothing major, and it turned around and like kind of bit us in the rear end, for lack of better statements. Like the one location where we went to 2 or 3 times, and we brought in a younger group to learn how to investigate a little bit, and my knee, I physically got attacked in my left knee, and I still feel it from time to time. I think now it's gearing more towards getting older and being arthritic in that knee, but yeah, definitely be careful. Angela says Marilyn Monroe could be in Hollywood by her grave. No, I think she might be in Hollywood. I would be surprised if she's at her grave. And I agree. I'm hoping that we do get to make a choice. Because I tell you what, a few places, if we got to travel around, I would at least choose a movie theater or a concert hall or something, because if you're in a movie theater, you get to watch movies all the time, and different movies, and you kind of get to keep up with what's going on in the world. Whereas a concert, hopefully it's music you like, because that could be an eternity of not so good. Kelly says my dad passed in Maine, my mom in Alabama, but they both visit. Yeah, and sorry for their passing. But yeah, I do feel like we get to, if we don't choose to go to whatever our final destination is off this planet, whatever your religion practices, I do feel that we get to choose. We choose familiar places to us. I do feel that. And I do feel a family does come back and visit us from time to time, in times of need, time of stress or whatever. So Jay Wow says your fate would be as a passenger in the Shepherd bus. I wouldn't be horrible with that thought. At least I'd get to see around and see new people. Angela says, look at the husband and wife, true story, like from the movie Insidious. Are you speaking of Ed and Lorraine Warren? Kelly says, I would want to visit my kids and grandkids and great grandkids and great, just go right down the line. I think sometimes that's some of the unfamiliar spirits we have come around us while we're asleep and such, is it's our family, but from so many generations back that we don't know them. Though we do kind of feel a little comfortable around them. Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren had a long history and wonderful paranormal experiences. Too many for me to list, that's for sure. Actually, no competition from us, but I like to say that because when you Google our group name, almost every time Ed and Lorraine Warren pops up, it's like, I don't think we'll ever get above them in reality. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think there'll ever be a day where we will outrank them on Google. But yeah, they're if the stories and such are true, they've had such a deep love for each other and deep love for helping people out in the paranormal world and what's happening with them, that it's just kind of amazing what they did with themselves and their lives. And yeah, they were definitely Christians, that's for sure. Um, very, very much religious. And it's kind of interesting the dynamic um, they had with Ed being very deep in the church, where he was able to do and assist exorcisms and such. Well, his wife was definitely believed to be psychic and able to see these kind of things. It's interesting how they were able to both be able to practice both and be part of both worlds. Um, some of the things that on our previous shows here, for like I do now, our guest Dale, Dr. Dale, he has his own YouTube channel, Dr. Dale on Deck. I feel look him up. But he speaks quite a bit of religion and paranormal coexisting, and we're able to help each other out. I encourage everybody to go back, and this is just not to self plug myself and this show, but I encourage everybody to go and look at the episodes with Dale, Dr. Dale, because he's got a lot of wonderful, interesting things to say. Kelly, how do you do the research on locations you are to investigate? We need to do a lot more of that, I'll be honest with you. The ones that we have done, Jay and Angel have done most of those, if not all of them. They do things like go to our local library and look at past microfilms and newspaper clippings and such, and try to learn things through that. A lot of times, well, I won't say a lot of times, but sometimes just talking to the clients, they will know a little bit of history of the, if this is a family home, they will have some of the history of, well, my grandparents lived here, my parents lived here, we've been on this property for 100 years, and that kind of helps that aspect. But a lot of times you can find things like at your local library, look up the dates through their microfilms. Historical societies have a lot of information. Sometimes you have to pay a few bucks for the stuff, but I don't think it's ever really truly a lot. Jay, wow, if you're still here, if you have anything more to add to that, please do so. But yeah, local libraries and historical societies go a long way. Now that there's Facebook and such, I'm sure you could probably ask around on some sites if people have any basic information. But be careful about that, because sometimes you get a lot of folklore, or you get people hear what's going on, why you're asking. They might feed you a bunch of misinformation as well. Definitely, Angela, about Ed and Lorraine. Leafwich says, I'm sure that's due to the name Warren and the subject matter. Oh, yeah, I agree. They got so many articles and interviews and information about them that, yeah, we would have to be very specific on the search. But we do come up. If you put like our name with Facebook or something, we generally pop up within the first couple. I ask because I have only been here for 12 years, and there are one or two spirits in my home I am not familiar with. Wildly curious. Yeah, you could probably track it through the library. I'm sure you could do, I don't know where, but I'm sure you could do like a deed search for the property, probably at your city hall, court of records, or something along those lines. That's probably where I would start personally, is start trying to track down the original deeds, the owners, and then start working backwards from that. That would probably be my first step. And then if you get names of those people, the original owners or the property owners, then start searching through library newspaper clippings, microfilm and such, and type in the owner names that you come across and that kind of deal. It could be tedious, I'm sure, but if you start taking the steps before long, you might find some pretty interesting things. Angela, have a good night. Gotta call Henry. Yes, Warren Historical Society is fantastic. They are. They got a lot of information there, and they have a lot of good information there. And check the courthouse, Kelly. Free info about your address. That's wonderful information. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you have a wonderful night, Angela, and I hope you enjoy your call. Tell Henry that I say hello, and I hope he's having a blessed night too. Living in Sheffield, yeah. Be careful, but if you ask around out there, there's a lot of families and such out there that know it was a lot of history of the place. So find some of the old timers to talk to as well, and you should find more information than you'll be able to find at the historical society or whatever. The library out there probably has some stuff. I've learned a lot of stuff just randomly Googling Sheffield, PA. Sheffield has a long, fascinating history of timber and oil, and there was even a prison camp there at one point, POW camp. And you're very welcome. I wish I had more information for you to go with, but that's a good start. And feel free to message me on here and let me know what you find, because I am interested in the trail of what happens. So kind of had a few topics there. Any that you guys want to revisit before we take off? I don't think this is going to be a 2-hour show. Though I am having fun. I really appreciate you guys jumping on, and because like the first 10 minutes, for some reason, I was saying when nobody was here, I was kind of babbling to myself, which I am now. That it seems like Facebook is not really pushing the stuff out to people. I don't know why. For about a week now, it seems like my posts are not getting the interactions that they were. These live videos are not getting the interactions that they used to get, and so I feel like Facebook is limiting me. So I really appreciate you guys coming on, and good night, Kelly. Thank you for stopping in. If you're taking off, if not, we got a couple more minutes before I jump off. I'm not quite that tired yet. I'm thinking about 7 minutes. 9 o'clock seems like a good time to jump out. So March 11th, I plan on being in North Carolina to do a investigation on the USS North Carolina. And it looks like possibly just Leefoot here. I believe the only person watching is on YouTube. And is that you, Leefoot? I hear if you say his name 3 times real loud, he reappears. Leefoot, Leefoot, Leefoot. Or, he loves being called Leland. But, yeah, so the schedule for the next few weeks are going to be a little weird, because not next week. No, it's not you. the next couple weeks are going to be weird. Are you going to be going with us, Leefoot, to North Carolina? The schedule for the shows is going to be a weird option. Well, not weird, but do I skip next week, which is scheduled for me not to be live, and then the following week? No. Is that how you know how to say? No. So go my regular broadcast, and then the following week would be North Carolina. That would be my normal week off for live broadcast, and then follow the following week where it's like 3 weeks in a row, which isn't horrible, but boy, that would be a busy schedule for me. Choices, right? So I got 2 of these recorders. If they work well, I might try to pick up some more. And I think I said 9 o'clock, but I think I'm going to wrap this up now before more people might pop on. I don't know. But I appreciate, and Lee, I will message you. I appreciate everybody coming on. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I would like to say, as always, stay spooky, my friends.